Welcome everybody to the two-man power trip, the black man starting the nerd lifestyle. I'm Nicholas, Mr. Go with the Flow.
And I'm the man with the plan, Maurice.
And we're back with another edition of the Blerd By Nature Podcast. What's up? We back.
We back at it again. What's good?
Yeah, we're going to get into that. So we're going into our first segment, Vibe Guys. Another Thursday, another hectic work day going back and forth on the mixes. I had told you yesterday that my coworker was out yesterday, so he came back this time. So we was all in the hustle and bustle of stuff. So for the most part, it's another Thursday, so it get wacky a while. But after that, I went to go do something with my phone to go fix some transition thing, and then I went to the spot, and it kind of like when I tried to get my phone fixed out, shit got loopy, and now I'm out of phone for the next 2 days.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Yes, it is. I can't make calls. I can't get calls. I can't do text. So right now my thing is a Wi-Fi paperweight. So so I now have two trap phones. So
you got two trap phones.
So I'm going to be kind of on pause with that till hopefully everything should be good by Sunday. Worst case scenario, it'd be good by Tuesday, because they said business days, and by business days, I know after Friday that just kind of leaves my head. So I'm hoping for the best on that. So yeah. Beside all that, how's your today, and then we can track back to the weekend.
Today was interesting.
What happened?
Some shakeups at work. The big boss got let go. So
oh shit!
I don't know what's going on there.
That is way different than. I remember yesterday we was talking about the calm hustle and bustle. It was the calm before the storm, I guess.
Yeah, I don't know what happened there, but I was like, it was
whoa.
only him. So I don't know what happened.
I mean, in the coming days, they should let y'all know, right?
Yeah, we had a little read about it today, but I was like, oh, that's interesting. They're restructuring, and I was like, oh, okay, that's interesting.
Oh, he just got shuffled out randomly.
Yeah, he just got shuffled out. Him and one other biggie up there. I was like, oh.
Oh, that's sus.
I was like, oh, wow.
Well, that's sus. When that shit happened with us, we find out some low-key money handling shit, so.
Yeah, I was like, oh, boy, well, I was like, yeah. I've seen it before. It's nothing new, but it's just kind of like, wow.
That's wild. Just on a random, just pop up like big boss gone.
I was like, okay.
So let's see where that go from there.
Yep, it's funny. It's funny because we just did all our yearly reviews like yesterday.
Yeah, you said you just got your review back and stuff like that, and everything was good. So
everything is great. So
yeah.
I don't know what happened up there.
You know you good. You know you good from your spot. So
yeah, I don't know what happened up there, but
as long as that check rolling it.
Yeah.
Shit. All right, let's backtrack. So, weekend adventures. Go. You want to step back from the weekend adventures the prior week? That kind of leads into the weekend adventure that happened this past week. Because the one from before was the Airbnb where y'all went with Kareem.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Tom's just been getting away from me lately.
Oh, yeah. Shit moving fast. We in March, bro. We in March.
Listen.
We didn't even get to finish Black History Month out in style.
I know. Wow. Yeah, but nah, the Airbnb was lit. We had a good time. Good time. Lots of drinks, lots of fun.
Nice. I saw a ton of y'all was up in there.
Yeah. For Saturday, yeah. Sunday was just chill. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And then, like I say, the following week, which was last weekend past, we were at sleep.
Yep.
How was that line? Because I know that line had to be wild. What time you got there?
Oh, no. Usually with the slave line, it just be moving. I was out there for about 10-15 minutes. It wasn't like line con or nothing, and I had and you know me, since the thing was that I had been out with Kenya and her sister for that whole for Serena's birthday, and we went to Hook and Reel, and then right after that, after we got to pick up the cake, we went back to the house, and then after that, I took a Uber straight home. I saw my mom right before she was heading out to work, and then I just hopped up in there, started changing and shifting stuff out of my bag, and then after that, I just hustled my way to the train. And then from that, I just started maneuvering forward. And then when I saw the line, I just got on the line. I was listening to podcasts in the middle, and then time just moved. And then by the time I was at the front, it was so funny. It was ironic that I literally had $20 cash in my wallet. And they was literally saying, they was like, all right, to get in, it's $20 cash only. I was like, I didn't even hear what they said at first, but when I went up all the way to the lady, she was like, "Oh, you got a ticket?" I said, "No," and then she was like, "Well, it's $20 cash." I was like, "Oh, by luck, here's a $20." Because if it was any different, I would have been like, "Oh, well, shit."
Oh, that's what's up. That's what's up.
Yeah, so got in, seen niggas I ain't seen in dumb long. Shit was great.
That's what's up. Yeah. We had fun inside the Slate.
Yeah.
Slate was being stupid.
Yeah, before Slate was being stupid for sure. She was nice. She was nice. Niggas was passing me drinks like there was no tomorrow, so I appreciated me making the travel. Shit, shout out to Steven, shout out to Kareem's crazy ass who just loves to pay. Like, my son spent like $400 in drinks just having people drink. I'm like, bro, it's your part. Like, I was never going enough for me not to look at him and be like, bro, I love you, but like, come on, man, I love you, but yo, I know you do this like once in a blue moon, and I get it. You be saving your money, you be here lit with the homies, but damn, son, I got some money too. Don't worry about it. I got you.
Yeah, I know. Kareem's like me, and I was like,
he got a big heart, bro. He got a big heart. I've known him for forever. He got a big heart. It's wonderful. But yeah, man. And then once 2:00 hit, I was like, yo, I need to end up back in my Carajo land. So I went on my way, and then you guys had your karaoke night.
Yeah, the karaoke was lit, man. We had a good time.
Good.
Yeah. My voice was going after that for the most part.
I figured y'all was there till closing.
Yeah. They was like, listen, it's time to go. They cut us out. They like, listen, you got to go.
They said we got to clean and y'all too much up in here, so we got. I got to. Y'all
ain't gotta go home, but listen, we closing up shop.
Facts. Y'all go find that IHOP y'all was talking about, because we heard y'all drunkenly talk about IHOP, so y'all can go.
Oh man, but nah, it was great. That was a great way to end the weekend.
Def. And then into the work week, everything was good until today, pretty much.
Yeah, everything was fine. Monday is a blur. I don't know what happened. Yeah, Tuesday was okay. Wednesday, like I said, was reviews and stuff, so nothing crazy. And then Thursday was like the day itself was fine.
Yeah.
It's just like my boss
shock.
was like, it's like, hey guys, just found out some stuff. Let's hop on the Zoom real quick.
Yikes! What stuff y'all find?
Right? I'm like, okay. So I was like, what's up? It was like,
dang, man.
I was like, wow, damn.
Damn. Well, that's. Hey, it's been some enjoyable times and stuff like that, and some back and forward. But hey, that's Vibe Guys for you.
Yeah.
All right. So closing that out, going into the shout out section. So going down my list, as usual, the pod shout outs. Starting first. My girlfriend, the Captain Kenya, Black Ramen Podcast, Untitled of Knowledge, Peter, giving us that knowledge yesterday about a whole bunch of more. As we all linked up, Peter always giving us that info, man. We had that chat about one of our previous episodes talking about that Aquatar and that loathsome ninja man be stealing and running and jumping and shit. Knew you was stealing Zord, bro. I ain't shit on the low. You and Go say, bro, you on the list.
Nope.
Yep. So shout outs to Jabatia's podcast, it's his own talk. Your sports show, True Heel Heat, 2.5 Bros. Shout outs to Lawrence on his birthday, man.
Shout out to Law.
Yeah, Law. We see you at Stone. Enjoy yourself, man. Gray Space Eli coming up soon. It's Relational by Kimura. Yo, respect. Keeping it 9,000. Keeping it 9,000 anniversary, yo.
Yes.
Shout outs. Big respect on that. Big respect on posting us up in the picture. So we was right up in the spot. That shit was great. Spicy Ramen Podcast, respect. Fat Man DKC, big respect. FTO, Wire, Shonen Tape Podcast. RX Superstar, Junie, finally releasing some pictures.
We get some flicks out there. Making progress.
Bro. Yeah, that shit look great, bro. That shit,
I was like, okay.
with the Susanoo in the back, that shit heat, bro. That shit big heat. So at least it's worth the wait. So big respect on that. Bad Guy Jack and the Unpopular Review always coming through. Big respect. Nerding Out with Chelsea.
Feel better, Chelsea.
Yep, recover up. Fantastic Frankie with all the news and information. Shout outs to the whole of Black History Month of her coming through with all that information and just star studying on it.
Frankie, we gonna talk about this Holly Berry.
Please. That Catwoman shit, I felt that in my heart because, bro, please, no.
So when we're watching it, me, you, and Frankie.
You funny. You funny. I'm not putting myself through that again. I already heard double reviews on that. Like, bro, I'm not doing that again. Nido Cafe in Chicago by Miss Taylor Tillman. All respect. The Weeb and the Witch, Savage Squad, and special supporters, Chef Q, Will Janae. Your birthday coming up. I know that for sure. Kareem, big respect on all the blessings. Spirit, you too. Big shout outs. Josh, Ryan Lord 69, Katie, Nate, Andre, Linguistics, the homie, Nikia, the new fan and supporter, just want to be everywhere and stuff like that. So big respect and shout outs to you, homie. And my and now randomly out of nowhere, my niece.
Right?
My niece Kimmy.
Shout out to Kimmy.
Yeah, big respect on that. That was a random acknowledgement from my mom. She had avoided the some cussing. I don't know which episode was that where it saved off the line, but I mean, she said she enjoys your voice, co-host. So there you go. You got booming fans of your voice. You're for the kids, man. They love you out here, man. Yeah, bro. Big respect.
And definitely, as always, thank you to everyone who's been rocking with us from the jump.
Always, man.
On this little ship that we're going across this internet waves with.
Facts. And you come along with us and y'all bide y'all time and y'all wait for us to drop where we drop.
Right? We appreciate y'all always.
Yep. So, shifting into the next segment, we got Off the Cuff. And I'm going to pass it over to the co-host. What's poppin'?
All right, so here we go. We're going to do something a little different today. So this is more of a question.
Go ahead.
So the question of the day for Off the Cuff is, how do you handle conflicts of the mind and the heart?
Ooh, conflicts of the mind and the heart. I honestly, with me going through that kind of stuff, I definitely like to meditate and give it a second, like, because I kind of feel like heat of the moment and passionate answers, like, right off the top really be affecting, because I feel like giving it some time and giving it some process, I really kind of see it from all sides if I'm going at it like way too emotional and stuff like that, because I'm quick to answer something back that's really pissed me off, but then I feel bad about it like down the lines when I start to like soothe over and just meditate on it just for a few minutes. That's why you get a real like different side of me after like the shifts, because the immediate impact would just hit me for a second. So I just kind of answer back. So I definitely would like to like meditate on matters of, the heart and mind that just kind of processes just stuff in general. So I just like to give it a stop motion and then give it a few minutes to come back to it. Okay. What about you?
For me, I have to talk it out. I usually talk it out in my head and try to piece this out, because for me, when these conflicts happen, they're a mess.
Oh yeah.
I remember one time, this was job wise.
Yeah.
I took this job. I think it was Sloan Kettering.
Oh, geez, that name came out of nowhere. I remember applying that,
and pay was good, but I hated this job. I hated it so much. I hated to go in there. I did not want to go there. My mom was like, "Listen," my heart was like, "Listen, you hate this place. I have to like this place. I don't even want to go in here." My mom was like, "But this money is good."
Agreed. I mean, sometimes it's not all about money. You need the peace of mind.
I went back and forth with this for like 2 weeks, and that was it. I was like, I'm done.
Yep.
I'm done.
You got to make that decision for yourself.
I'm done. Going back and forth, debating with myself, like, yeah, this is it.
This ain't for you at all.
And just when it comes to heart stuff, oh boy, that's a whole nother being, because the heart typically tends to win. So it's like,
well, how about the heart versus the gut feeling?
Ooh, shit.
Or do they kind of coincide with each other?
Sometimes. Most of the time, I will typically go with my gut. But sometimes, man, my gut be like, "Listen, this ain't right. It's right." Heart's like, I don't care.
How often do you actually listen to the gut over the heart? Ooh. Or how many times?
It's 50-50.
Yeah, because I was about to say, how many times have you listened to the heart and then realized the gut was right?
Too many times. Too many times.
Oh no, son, that gut feeling really be getting you iffy, and then you like, damn.
You're like, yep. Heart was like, yeah, we're not gonna listen to you today. No, you go over there.
Facts.
So definitely, yeah. It's. Whew. got stories.
Yeah, it's mentionings of really dealing and kind of looking back at things and stuff like that, and trying to not be too emotional in the process, but really trying to think it out and see where you want to step further, pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. All right, so that closes the second segment off the cuff. Good choice by co-host, always coming through with the good discussions and stuff on the table for show. Switching over to our small subsection discussion. So on reboot news, for the most part, I'm just going to go with the news that I talked to recently that's definitely got a few people up in arms that I've seen from before. Now, what is your thought of with the White Man Can't Jump reboot with Jack Harlow?
Again, why? Why are we doing this again?
I don't know. This specifically, I don't know.
It's hot messes like this that I was afraid of when we first went this streaming route.
Yeah, they need, well, like you always say, they need content, and content be content, yeah.
Yeah, when we went a la carte, I was like, oh boy. I was like, watch. A couple years from now, we're going to have 50,000 services offering a whole bunch of mess. You got to get this one, to get this one, to get this, to get this, to get this, and look at where we at.
Yep. But
I hate it here.
I feel like it's a double-edged sword with these streaming services, because where we have like reboots and rehashes and stuff like that, there's the flip side where people get to be expressive in some of the creative shows that they're doing, because there's a new show that I currently found today that is something I feel like different in general that I haven't seen before, or just something just kind of enjoyable out of the left field. So I started a show today that just came out on HBO Max called Our Flag Means Death. And it's kind of it's a jokey comedic, it's a dark comedic series on the pirate genre, where these pirates, where this one guy ran away from his family to create his own pirate crew, but like hilarity ensues because he's trying to create the gentleman pirates, so he's trying to be very nice while his crew is just trying to be like Blackbeard's pirates, a bunch of savages and stuff like that. But he's trying to like take over these ships with a bunch of kindness, and he ends up like kind of like taking over different ships by accident, only due to the fact that like he's so weak and timid. So the stuff that he does ends up like really damaging other boats. Like he learned from his crewmates how to do a stun move, and then he accidentally hit a rival. He was getting invaded by another pirate ship, and he met with the captain, and then shit started going down on the ship. And he was one-on-one with the captain, and then the captain was gonna start going out to help his crewmate. And in the meantime, he was using the stun move on the guy, but the stun move knocked him out, and then he landed on his sword and killed the guy.
Wow.
Yeah, so it's like it's one of those dark comedies and stuff like that. That's like, it's different, and I like it because it's just so funny. But it's something I haven't seen like really strongly under the pirate genre. And then at the same time, I feel like Jack Sparrow could like work very well in this series.
Okay, so it's an interesting little series that you
exactly,
nice little gem there.
Exactly, just out of random. Like it's the cast that kind of brings you to it, and then it's the kind of writing that you have that you kind of just enjoy, especially under a guy like Taika Waititi, he's had his name like in the zeitgeist kind of growing up. Because he did Thor Ragnarok, and he started to do like more comedy based stuff, like this comedy What We Do in the Shadows, which is like a mockumentary on vampires and shit like that. It's like different stuff that he's taken on, different outlooks on different genres that just really are just interesting. So you got little shows like that popping up all through different streaming services, and that's the ones I enjoy more than like kind of reboot stuff, because it's different, it's new stuff, it's the only creative mind in freaking Hollywood apparently.
Yeah, the new side, new content, I like that part of the streaming setup. It's just all these reboots, and I understand why they do it, because they don't want you to cancel your service after you watch the show that you want to watch. Like, okay, we got to put this out here and this out here, and I'm like, so I get it, but it's like, oh boy,
they like come for the reboot, stay for this indie project stuff that we got on the side.
Yeah,
and hopefully we don't cancel it
for real. But the way it's working, man, it's too many of y'all.
Yeah.
It's too many of y'all.
That shit a mess. And shifting over to stock news. Only stock news that's been happening is the same news that's been happening since like last Thursday with the whole Russia and Ukraine invasion and stuff like that. It affects everything. Everything that you look into, whether you're looking into your bank statements, whether you're looking into stocks, whether you're looking into anything, everything will tell you right off the bat right now, Russia's involvement, this is this and this is that, and this is, I mean, we gotta, protect your assets and stuff like that. And crypto's all over Russia. So this one is like, it's hampered. Everything is in that shit.
Yeah, this Russian stuff is gonna just wreak havoc.
Oh, we was already in a situation, so this is just gonna add further turmoil into all whatever you kind of try to work your money in. So this is literally riding the big surfer wave going down.
Right, for real, because it's like the world don't have enough problems.
That's what I'm saying. So and it's just so wild that it just surfaces in right after it looked like the pandemic and everything's starting to slow down. Everything's going down in cases and everybody's free for all and letting everybody outside and unmask this and cut off this. Every like just the second it looks like it's about to be a freer summer, this happens.
Like we outside, pew. Oh, come on.
Yeah, that's some bullshit.
Everything's expensive because we outside. Oh, come on.
Yeah, double inflation and everything going up and shit like that. Like, come on, man.
Mm-hmm.
Shit crazy.
Can we have some? Can we get a win?
That's what I'm like. Come on, son. We've been dealing with the. Yeah, speaking of wins, where's our win time going all the way back to 2020 at the beginning of January? I'm ready to travel, man.
Man, listen.
I'm ready to set these adventures now. They cost us so much, and it's like I'm ready. I'm ready to go now.
Listen, I'm with you, but every time.
I know, man. Around the horizon and everybody going like left, right, and center. I'm ready to go.
Well, every freaking time, like, oh, okay, we gonna do this. Oh, guess we can't do that now.
Facts. Man, shit.
Oh, not because no, because they shooting.
Yeah, see? Everything's a danger. X, Y, and Z, man. I don't want to be on no plane to blow up. Like, come on, man.
Come off the plane like, this ain't it.
Not at all. I didn't want to come in during wartime. Damn.
Right? Like what you mean we got to take the strap on the plane? Oh, come on.
Damn it, man. They gonna be like, oh, now we got recruits. Y'all on this plane.
Right?
Y'all getting drafted. Oh, come on, man.
Get off the plane like, yeah, you in this 3rd battalion over here. I was like, what?
No.
Excuse me? I was like, I ain't even a citizen in this country. What you mean?
That ass. Don't worry, we made you a new passport. What?
Oh, no.
What? No.
Like, this is your new name.
You a citizen now. It's strapped with the gun.
Me?
No. Damn it, man. How are you supposed to be
international?
Damn, son. Oh, the plane just left. Damn, son. Dang. Alright, so shifting out of the subsection news, it's time for the main event. The main event segment of the evening. 3rd segment, we're going down with BMP, Black Morpher Power. We back at it, doing Power Rangers Dino Thunder, episode 1 and 2. Let's kick it.
All right, so we start the episode with the intro.
Hold on.
Oh, fast, my bad.
Yeah. Go way ahead, bro. Gotta hit that fast facts. Okay, so I'm guessing you don't got no history on your end, right?
Oh no, take it away.
All right. So jumping into it. All right, so it's an American tonkatsu TV series. 12th season of Power Rangers, 27 Super Sentai team. The return of JDF as Tommy to the franchise, of course. Return to dinosaur themed powers in general. Was part of the Toon Disney and Jetix and ABC Kids under the Swan Band. Ran from February 14th to November 20th of 2004. After Ninja Storm, but before Space 12, SPD. 38 episodes, 1 season / series, basically covering 3 teens gain the power to become Rangers to face off against Dino mutant creatures. Alright, let's kick it into episode 1, Day of the Dino, Part 1. All right, go ahead.
All right, so this time we get the intro. And
Yeah.
I like the intro. It's
I said overall, it's different. The vibes, it's more calm. The vibes is nice. The theme's okay. Yeah.
Okay, so we get the intro, and then first thing we see is Tommy Oliver,
Yep.
aka Zeo Ranger 5, Red,
Yep.
running, getting shot at, and we get our first little silhouette intro to Mesogog, and it looked like he want to smoke because he chasing him down. He's like, get him.
Big time. We see Tommy on the run from monsters and creatures. He escapes, but the island is booming.
Yep. He jumping and dodging and weaving.
Yo.
Like, why you don't morph, Tommy? Where's your Zeonizer, son? What's going on? You still ain't answering what happened to the Zeo powers, bro.
See, I keep asking this all the time, and I'm just sitting back like, I guess they're not going to tell y'all.
Right?
They adamant to not tell y'all.
Right? You done had bad luck, and now you here fighting the monsters, but yeah, you ain't got no power.
Guess not.
Well, anyway, the monsters surround him, and he starts scrapping.
Yup.
And so, he holding his own, doing his thing. You get some yards, and all that good stuff.
Yep. The Tommy classic flavors. When you hear them sounds, you know it's Tommy.
Right?
Yeah.
Right? And it's mad. I'm so they start to get the upper here. They like yeah, son.
Yep.
Tom's like, oh man.
Them explosions give him a chance to leap to escape.
He's like, I miss some Dragonzord powers right now. Oh
Shit.
Like White Tiger, anybody? White Ranger power, something.
Falcon. Get a Falcon.
He's like, I guess that's not happening because they shooting at me. Oh
Shit.
And son was like, you know what? We see explosions. Someone's like, you know what? I'll be using the explosion to get the hell out of here.
Let's see. He like, I'm gonna use this like my smoke bomb. Out of here. Woo.
And then son just went and jumped off the mountain.
Yep.
Like old boy did. Jen and go out of high school.
Yeah. No, he's like, shit, let the ocean take me, and one way or another, I find my way. I swim.
And then we see the whole island, wherever he was, just go sink. I'm like, oh, okay.
Well, damn.
And then we get another cutscene some years later.
Yeah.
And we see
not
Tommy
specified
again.
or nothing. We just shift. Tommy's safe. Tommy's somewhere.
Yep. He got glasses now. Mm-hmm. And it looks like he's at. It looked like when I was watching it at a church, but it's actually Reachside High School.
Yep, we get our introduction to Reachside High School, and he's meeting up with the new the new professor, meeting up with the principal, I guess, and he's Dr. Oliver.
I'm like, so y'all not gonna explain nothing about just what happened back there, huh?
Not right now. They said just keep on watching.
All right. So Tom's like, yes. So the principal was grilling him like, yo, so you were a paleontologist when you
she ran him the riot. She was like, first of all, you with all this accolation, why the fuck you here in this bum ass school? I was like, all right, so you shitted all over this high school.
Yeah, he's like, yo, this school is black. Like, yo, why you really here?
This principal's mad sus. First of all, she talked about she ran off the last one because that nigga was weak, and then she here to whip them into shape, and then she just into torture. I was like, all right, sus.
She the Carlton. So he's like, yeah, you got to deal with these kids. It's like I bet.
Copy.
And then so we get introduced to this little class of students.
Yeah, he gets right into it, and the class is rowdy. He out here teaching science. The classroom looked like a throwback, definitely for sure. It's definitely a high school for sure.
Oh yeah, so he's just getting his little intro to all these students.
Yep. I think the first one we meet out here is Cassidy Cornell and her little assistant Devin. Class is already annoyed at her. The moment she introduced herself, she said the full government. So you already know. She said she's a news reporter. They questioned his age because she looked at him. She was like, "You a bit young to be a teacher."
Yo, the way Ethan rolls his eyes,
man, the whole class was like, "Man, this bitch."
They was over her already. I was like, "Oh wow,
shoot." So Oliver's looking around in class, and then he notices that someone's missing.
Yep.
And shifting over right after that, we shift into a scene. We cut to a soccer field with there we get introduced to brash old Connor McKnight with his nice soccer skills. So he practicing with his friend. His friend all like, a goalie usually like padded up. This nigga was extra padded up because he was like, yo, this nigga Connor probably be reckless. And then in the midst of meeting Connor, we hear the way that he talks about like like women in general, he like violates the shit out of the principal. He's like, yo, I heard this new principal's a woman, and you know how me and women be, yo. You know they weak on me, so you know I got the juice like that. Not only to find out that the principal was right behind him, like his friend was trying to tell him, yo, calm down with that shit, and she pulled up on him and she was like, all right, son, so you out here playing around and spitting shit on my name? All right, you better get the fuck back to class. And the homie whole tone changed when she pulled up, and then after she sent them back to class, she looked at the goalie and she's like, yo, what? she pressed him like she was from New York. Then she kicked the ball so hard, like that shit was wild. She knocked him straight into the goal pad, and I was like, all right, you're definitely a mutant.
Oh man, she's definitely different. I was like, oh, you Oscar, okay.
She kicked that shit like she was in Mario Strikers Charge.
And she just did. I discussed. She's like, yeah, I'm gonna just murk him real quick.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, you could be mad, you could kick the soccer ball, but that shit had an extra energy stank on it, like you was about to get rid of a putty. Like, fuck out of here.
She was ready. Like I said, we could tell she's
something
about that
else.
Action. She's about that action.
She disrespecting. She towing the line. She kicking shit with superpowers. She enjoyed torture. She sound like a villain. Shit, I would have already assumed that she probably something. She probably head up big time or something. Like just off rip. So we see the next kid pulling pranks with Smart. That's where we get introduced to Ethan on a full level of how he be pulling pranks and shit.
And then we get introduced to
Kira.
Yes.
Yeah, she's singing outside on her guitar. And in the midst of that, once again, here come the goddamn principal violating everybody. Come through. She said, I'm trying to make this money so I can go off to college. She look at her, she like, I don't think you college material. I was like, wow. I'm like, yo. She violates everything about this high school. Niggas in it, niggas who want to work for it, niggas who trying to get out it. Like, goddamn.
Like, how you the principal? Because you just on everybody. You on everybody neck.
First of all, she a star because she in every fucking scene. I'm like, damn, this principal must be important if I'm seeing her in every goddamn scene with everybody. But she violates, and in the midst of she violating Kira, the sprinklers go off as Ethan starts his prank, and it blasts all over everybody. And the principal out there looking for a nigga that look different from everybody else. You got this nigga Ethan big cheesing, and he's the only one with an umbrella. She said, oh yeah, it's obviously your ass.
Wow. Yeah, she's like, you come in.
She grabbed all three of them niggas. She said, nah, all y'all.
The way his son had the umbrella, she's like,
that's what I'm saying. He was big. He was dead ass big cheesing with the umbrella, and he the only one out here. Even though the sprinklers going off, you came prepared. It's sunny and it's hot, and they said no forecast of clouds, and you came with an umbrella. Bullshit.
Yo, the way that the other two looked at him soaking wet, they was bad.
Big man, bro. She grabbed all three of them and she gave them all detention right off rip. And then we got Connor and Ethan beefing on nerd stuff. This nigga Connor violating the shit out of Ethan's whole life.
Mm-hmm. I tell you, this principal ain't no Miss Appleby. I'll tell you that much.
She got too many seeds. Like proving right on rip. She definitely got the foot on next, yeah.
And then we see her again with Tommy's like, yo, Tommy, you got detention. He's like, what I do?
That ass.
No. He's like, no, you're running it. He's like, what? Nah, I got some place to be.
Nigga said, like, I just got here.
It's like, take the brats with you.
Shit. So she put the 3 with Dr. Oliver on his trip to the museum, so he take him out.
She's like, have fun.
He got that open air ATV. Like, come on, son. The proof in the pudding. Not one person around here look like they out here see rain every once in a while. And you came here with an umbrella. Like, bro, that shit was looking sus every minute.
Right.
But yeah, so he pull up with the ATV, pull up with the kids, pull up to the museum. He pull up there and then he finds out it's closed, and that's sus to him because he's like, this shit never closed. He look around, and the name that has it closed got it sus on it. He said it's by Mercer Industries, and that got him jumping back. He like, Mercer, what the fuck? What's going on? So he look around, and then he give the students a mission. And he's like, yo, so if y'all see anything Dino, like, bring it back to me. Y'all got extra credit, and y'all can leave this detention shit. So they go off searching.
Yep, so they're all looking around.
Yep. Connor and Ethan still beefing over lifestyles. They wearing color coded shit, so already stuff starting to look sus. And, the Power Ranger stuff.
So they talk about stuff's gonna happen to the boys. And Ethan is like, "Yo, listen, if something happen, y'all, it ain't on me. I'm trying to warn y'all."
Mm-hmm. And they fall down the sinkhole.
Yep. Literally, he's like, "Y'all fall down somewhere," and then bam. I'm like, what?
Yep. And in the midst of they falling down the sinkhole, bro. The worst CGI as fuck Dino pull up on Tommy.
Man, listen.
You would have thought this shit was way, way, way far from 2000s era. That's how bad that CGI was looking.
Son, they got the Power Rangers in space CGI's back.
Oh my god, that Dino was so out of place. That shit looked like paint driver that they just stuck it in there. That just looked out of place.
What killed me is Tommy doing the spin kick on the dinosaur.
That's what I'm saying. I was like, bro. I literally said in my notes, this shit look funky.
Like, you already lost to we already saw you getting washed by the gang of whatever they was earlier.
Yeah.
But you want to spin kick the T-Rex.
I'm like, bro, what is happening, bro? And then the worst part about it is they tried to put it on that Jurassic Park shit because he was in that ATV getting chased down, and I was like, bro. And on top of that, Tommy acted silly because he hopped up in there and locked the door. I was like, nigga, what are you doing?
And they got nerve to be looking for his keys. I'm like, yo.
That's how you know he's on his Jurassic Park shit. He's like, where the keys? I need to lock the door. Bro, you don't got no window. Like, the roof gone. That shit will bite you out.
Exactly. I'm like, what?
I know, this nigga bugging. And then, so he finally get the shit starting. He driving. The T-Rex looking way off, but it's chasing after his ass. And then we go back to the kids. Kinda acting up because this nigga got sexist energy all over himself because he violated the shit out of Kira. Like, Kira getting the ones and twos from everybody here.
Yep, Connor's a dick. Tommy's getting chased by the T-Rex still.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, oh. He's like, Austin St. John, where are you?
Oh, Austin St. John said the T-Rex. Nigga said, where am I? I'm in the T-Rex, nigga. I'm trying to eat you.
Oh, man.
Shit. So the T-Rex chaser, he's on his bumper, and then he goes on the underpass, and then the T-Rex hits his head and knocks his ass out. Tommy pulls back only to see that the motherfucker a robot.
He was like, he just looked annoyed. He's like, oh, shit.
He looked like, damn, son, shit. What the hell? These robots out here on my life. My life.
He's like, I know who. I was like, he's like, oh, I know who did this.
Facts. So the kids, while we go back to the kids make reference to Jurassic Park, so it's all over this shit, and they shift the mouth of a dino that they see under the underpassage, and then it opens up a doorway to find an underpassage base.
I was looking at that dino. I was like, I wonder if that's the same one from the Power Rangers movie.
Could be shit. All over kind of shit. So they move the mouth, and that shit opens up, and curiosity kill the cat. They go right into there and look around. And
looking at this place, like, what is going on?
Yeah, we got this shit underground. This shit look extra spacey and shit like that. So all their eyes go straight to the color coded gems because there's like, all right, we can grab this for extra credit. They all grab it, and they all took a shine and a blast from the coded gems, and they take their rocks to go, but they don't realize they've been blasted.
Yep. Like this, he said, if we see anything weird, grab it, and we get extra credit. So we gonna take these things.
Hey, we gonna avoid detention one way or another.
That's it. Detention? No, not here, not
Facts.
here.
Facts. So we see Dino Monster, aka Mesogog, since the gems have been moved, and ask them to be brought to him now.
Yep. That's the guy. I was like, oh shoot, I'm about to get these gems.
He like, after all these years, I feel niggas have shifted. Oh shit. All right, you know what it is. Go get them.
Yeah. He's like, oh, y'all know what to do.
So
gang.
So the monsters in groups pop out on the kids, and they chase them. Everybody, hopping over shit. Hopping over caverns. Kira having a bad day. She fell. She fell, and in the midst of she falling, when the monsters pull up on her, she activated her howl blast. So her gem shines on her, and she howl blasts the fuck out the monsters back.
And I was like, okay, let's do it. I was like, we got powers. Okay, we got civilian powers. Oh, let's go.
And then right on that, I think the gems coded into their DNA helped them to start fighting because they had kung fu ability right off the bat.
But, every time I think about the Kira fall.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, bro, in the midst of all this shit, she is having a bad day. She getting violated left, right, and center by assholes, the weird ass principals, got detention out of nowhere just for singing. Like,
she like, this can't be life.
That ass. And now I'm about to be jumped by some monsters, and now I got howl energy. So
she's like, you know what? I'm tired of this BS.
She said, "Fuck." Oh. So Kira fights back. Then Ethan gets into some shit, so they grab up Ethan and they try to attack him, but he got the tough skin due to his gem, and then he starts to fight back with his kung fu ability. Mm-hmm. Then we shift over to Kana. They try to fight Kana. Kana got his gem, and his gem slow up everything, and he moving real fast due to that slow motion. So he got the gem, and he fighting straight back. So basically, all the scenes from the opening visual of the episode is coming through with this fight.
But I'm trying to figure out where they get all these kung fu skills from.
I think it's the gem encoded in their DNA. So I don't know. I kind of feel like remember how I think it was Overdrive that we reviewed where they just it's all about sending the information through their DNA, and I guess that gives them kung fu ability right off the bat.
Interesting. Yeah, I guess we're gonna leave that in the same category as where are the Zeo powers.
Yeah. Yeah. You just kind of accept it. These your DNA has been shifted, so that gives you fight back abilities as well.
And then so Tommy finally makes his way back after fighting with the robot T-Rex.
Yep.
Where's your ATV, bro?
Said fuck that car.
I just want.
So we just walking, I guess. Tommy finds him, but they don't want to tell him shit. They hide that shit from him because they don't want to get snatched up. Ethan had a great point. They just said, "Y'all see E.T.? Like, bro, if we say anything about these powers, we gonna get poked and prodded."
Yeah. I guess they ain't.
Shit, they weren't looking for the smoke there. So they go back to the school, and Kira like, I'm done with this shit already. I love how she gave up her gem right off the rip, and then in the midst of that, and she don't want it, and she tried to give it to Kana. Ethan was like, "Yo, what about me?" And then she's like, fuck it, then you take it then. And he start cheesing. We see Cassidy in the side with her assistant Devin try to find out about Tommy. They find the three people hanging out like that's all weird because they're not in the same subgroup. And in the midst of Kira having a badass day, she go walk off after giving up her gem. Only the creatures come in, snatch her, and disappear. I was like, what? Damn, girl, it's a bad day for you, eh?
Yeah, she can't get a win or a break for nothing.
Bro, they came in. They said, it's like that one episode of Billy and Mandy when Sasquatch just came through, Reggle Freggle, and just grabbed him and left off. It's the same thing. Them niggas just came in. They said, "Oh, you? Bye."
Yeah, and I'm like, they're like, Kira. Oh, shit.
So they see that get snatched off, and then they're like, fuck, we got to get some help. So they hop up in Connor's whip. They run off to Dr. Oliver's spot because they know where he at. So they get help. They try to get help at his house. They go to his house. Sussly enough, his door's open, and they was like, "Let's mosey on in." That's not weird. Y'all met this professor for like a day, but whatever. He goes into the house, and once again they go poke and prod again. They see a dinosaur mouth. Ethan's like, "There ain't no way you move that shit and something open up again." They move that shit and something open.
Open up again. He's like,
the door opens, same spot as before. They go downstairs.
Ethan was like, "This some bullshit."
Yeah, like, that's what the fuck. So they go downstairs, and they walk around and they look around again. Dr. Oliver there, he like, "Oh, y'all took a wrong turn. First of all, y'all in my house, and then y'all pull up to the spot. So I don't know why the fuck y'all here." So Tommy about to press him. And then shifting over, we see Mesgog over Kira, and he yells, "Excellent!" to close off this episode.
Wait, shifting off? You mean in the turbo?
Yeah. Shit. I mean, we got one of the former Turbo Rangers in this, so might as well.
And as you said, after Mesogog said that, the episode ends, and we get the outro, just a little instrumental. Yep. Yeah.
So close this off. So my final impression, the first episode, the main thing I like is these ain't. The main thing I liked about this so far was these ain't even chosen by Destiny kids. They just kind of fell into shit. They get their powers. I like powers out of. I like the powers before you get the suits and stuff like that. There's definitely a lot of questions going on. Other than that, this start is kind of basic on starting, but overall kind of alright. But like nothing like super, fantastic. Pretty much.
Yeah, my thoughts on this was like, okay, Tommy's back. That's nice. Why are you here?
Where's
why
the
these
kids?
It's a lot of questions. That too. But a lot of questions like, okay, why do these kids just randomly pick up these dino gems and now they got powers?
Yep. These ain't even like trademark Zordon style just grab these random teens. Nah, these niggas just kind of fell into shit. They literally like fell down a sinkhole, found the powers, and bam, they grabbed them. I mean, this could have happened to any other kids that went on detention.
Right, hopefully we could have got some likable kids because these three is just like okay, like you guys.
Yeah, Kira was having a bad day, so you just kind of feel bad for her. Ethan, I mean, he started this whole shit with his prank shit, so he ain't the most likable, and Connor's shit poor. Like you don't like Connor one bit in this shit.
Yeah, so like you got another 3-man team. You already knew this was the strike for me.
Yeah, we've been looking over these 3-man teams as of late.
Yeah, and I was like, okay, so it was enough in this first episode for me to continue just to see what they're gonna do.
Yeah. So
like, okay, they got these gems now. They got the power. They got these powers, and what are you gonna do with them?
Pretty much. So on that note, we shift into episode 2, Day of the Dino Part 2.
And of course, we get the same intro that we got last episode.
Same feeling and the recap.
Yep. Like last time on Dino Fury. Nah, not
this nigga side. Shit, it sounds like you want to do that next then.
Oh, no. I know. And so now, after we get the recap, Tommy is grilling them like, yo, what y'all doing here? Y'all ain't getting no extra credit. What's going on?
Facts. He like, why you pulling up to my house? Nobody invited y'all.
Right? He's like, well, they're like, kind of each other like, well, but what happened? Well, like, just tell him. Like, listen, we gonna tell him. Like, Kira got snatched up by some things, and Tommy was like, them things are Trash Jones, and like, yeah, I didn't know that.
He was like, I helped make them.
Oh, so you pulling enemy number one?
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, Tommy. So you making putty patrols now? I heard that Green with Evil popping back up again.
Right, so Austin St. John was right all along?
Shit, okay, heard you, Draken. Heard you, Draken. Got the forces popping up early, I see.
Woohoo!
Yeah, this ain't Tommy no more. That ain't Dr. Oliver. Fuck out of here. I know who you really are.
And next thing we see Kira, she in the lair of Mesogog.
Yup.
Who gives me Grimlord from VR Trooper vibes, and I don't know why.
I just like his cadence. When he speaks. He's always. It always feels like a yesification. Like he always like, yes, give me the gems.
Right? He's like, listen, I'm not letting this you insignificant thing get in my way of giving me the gems. And Kira's trying to tell him like, listen, I'll wear some jewelry and stuff, but I ain't got the gem. You talking about that yellow thing? I gave it to Connor and Ethan. You got to talk to them.
So you're useless to me.
And then she turns around, and who do we see?
Exactly what I thought. Old principal, old chains and whips excite me. I'm not surprised you pulling up into this shit. Like, miss, I ain't surprised one bit. And she explains her name is Elsa, and she ain't about to let it go.
Oh man! So the next thing we see Tommy, and then he's explaining the gems, and Ethan's got questions, and Connor got questions like, "Yo, what is
we
all
got
this,
questions
son?
too? Goddamn!"
like Tommy, what have you been doing since you lost your turbo power? What was all this?
You out here talking about you creating the enemy? This nigga talking about a whole bunch of bullshit. I'm like, bro, Tommy.
In fact, let's go back a little bit. Where you get the bread for all this?
Yeah, bro. I mean,
because you got to be stacking to have this underground layer.
I guess they paying archaeologists something fine these days, eh?
Sure, listen.
Shit, where you hiding Billy, my nigga? You know you needed Billy for this help. Where you at? Billy, where you at?
Right? And so, next we see... Well, before we get to the next scene, you know, Connor and Ethan press Tommy. And then we see Elsa.
Yep. Elsa pressing up on Kira. Yeah. She not about to let her go and shit like that. So, right before she about to head out, we see Zeltrax by at the door. And they was like, they like, yo, let's keep Kira at bay. And then a fight breaks out, and then she gets free a little bit, and then she starts to book it, and then she find a random portal and just gets zopped through it.
Yeah, before she left here, like I said, Kira was giving Elsa them hands.
Yeah, that DNA energy shifts real fast.
Elsa,
I mean, after she disrespected her about that college shit, she needed a couple hands. So yeah.
You know, Elsa ain't letting that go. You know she going right back to detention.
Right. Shit, hold it back anymore, my ass.
Right. So now they in Tommy's ATV. I guess he must have went and got it at some point.
Because he said, "Damn, it was in the grass. I go flip it over."
Right. So they talking and they looking for Kira and stuff like that. So Ethan is like, nigga, yo,
Ethan, no, go ahead, because Ethan literally said, yo, it's not like she about to fall out the sky.
And then what happened?
Fall out the sky. Ethan said, this bullshit today.
Like, this is the second time this happened today.
Yeah, the bullshit.
Like, I need to play the lotto, because this ain't it.
Facts. Y'all niggas watching me.
Yeah, it's just been Kira on the hood. Doom.
That don't hurt, miss. That don't hurt. You just land on the ATV. You Gucci. All right. You not the one that got the tough skin, miss.
Let the face first, mind you.
That's what I'm saying. You ain't the one. You only got howl ability, and that wasn't a soft landing at all. You landed on a heavy metal ass car. Yeah. You should be in pain. Ethan, the one with the tough skin. I can get Ethan doing this.
Right? Tommy over here. Tommy should be. Tommy looking up. Let me check my confidence.
Dead ass. Yo, Tommy don't give a half a rat's ass on these kids. He started explaining shit like that. He's like, yo, so I was with a assistant, and I was messing with combining dino and robot DNA. I was like, so you did not watch Jurassic Park at all. Y'all niggas made all these references to Jurassic Park. Tommy completely skipped that movie because he's like, yeah, working on this shit must be a breeze. I could bring this to Earth. Don't worry.
But then Zeltrax and his homie showed up.
Shit. Well, before that, he was talking about how his assistant Mercer disappeared years ago, and then how Mythagog was chasing after his ass, and then that's when Zeltrax and the Pteranodrones pulled up on their ass, and then the fight starts.
Yeah, and I don't know. It looked like Tommy and that Zeltrax got to know each other from somewhere.
Facts. And then Tommy started fighting, but it felt like a Danny Glover situation because he was fighting, but you definitely sensed that I'm too old for this shit.
Right? I'm like, come on, we've been waiting for it. Where's the Zeo Ranger 5 Red? Come on, let's go.
You just gonna get this Dr. Oliver action.
Right. Like, come on, Dr. Oliver, get it together. We know you got that Xeonizer somewhere. Stop thinking like you ain't got that thing on you. Stop it.
He like, listen, Master Morphin ain't a thing yet. I'm putting that shit away.
No
coins for me, y'all.
Right until we got Kira and the rest of them just using their kung fu and their powers.
Yep, thanks to that DNA. Yep. Testing them powers.
Exactly. So they making a little comeback fight. Yep. Scrapping.
They bop them and they send them on their way, and then Zeltrax go right back to Mythagog talking about the battle over, but the war just started.
Yeah, because he said, tell Mythagog Tommy Oliver is back. I'm like, oh, this what we doing?
Oh, all right. So you saying your name out in the lineage? All right, the Pantheon. Heard that.
Right. Just give me your address, son. Tell him come pull up to the house.
Shit. This nigga in space. Don't make him fire a laser from space onto your house now.
Yeah.
So Tommy said they all pull up with mad questions on them. Tommy like, nah, y'all gonna go home, and then I'm gonna inform y'all tomorrow for sure.
Like, yeah, I'm gonna tell y'all. Like, yeah, I ain't telling you. Like.
And then Mythagog up in his ship, he's like, ready the Biozords.
Yep, man, this guy was like, "Oh, he back? Oh, word."
He said something interesting though with this one. He said send the Biozords out, but it's the mindset that let the people know that we torturing the place, but let them think that Lothar has returned, but he gonna be hidden. So he putting the Biozords out, but he's like, yo, let these people at Reefside think that Lothar is back. So they don't know I'm out there. I'm in hidden and shit like that, and they gonna be like, yo, we need Ninja Storm niggas,
right? He's like, Tommy Oliver, I should have known.
Facts.
I'm like, what should you have known, Magic Guy? Fill us in.
Yeah. What you do with Mercer, my nigga?
Right? That's a good question too. Like, yo, Mercer, what's up?
Shit. So in the midst of all this, Cassidy got to get her scoop.
Scoop City, here she come. Yeah, what's going on with y'all?
Facts. And in the midst of that, earthquake happens during class, and the crowds start to shift, and the Biozords is going off.
Well, here comes Dr. Right? You know, Dr. He rolled through. He's like, class. Like you said, we got shaking and shaking and shaking.
Yeah, he we got to cancel a lot of that shit. That shit a mess. So we cut to Cassidy and Devin. Devin heard the news, and at that same time, we start to hear the state of emergency start to hit. So everybody heading back home and shit like that for safety.
And whoo, boy, they're wreaking havoc. Tommy's like, "You stay here. No, we out."
Facts. So Dr. Oliver pulled the kids into chat. I mean, no time to chat tomorrow. We got to chat now. So Biozords, Tommy explained, was also been made by Tommy. So Tommy, what the absolute fuck?
Tommy, did you not learn anything from Zordon and Ninja?
No, not one bit.
Right? About making shit
that falls into the rock heads.
Right? Oh, boy.
That shit's a mess, man.
Right, so now you got this hot mess going on.
And then he pulls up with so he explains all that shit. He pulls up with the Morpher for the kids, though.
Well, at least he learned one thing about Zordon, having like 55,000 backup plans.
Fuck yeah, so he got these Morphers already, since they already got the gems connected up with their DNA. Tommy says some bullshit, because I still agree that this was just random and any other motherfuckers could have found this. But he says the gems are a part of the asteroid that came down to destroy the dinosaurs. Whatever. Okay. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I was like, where were these powers long ago? But whatever. Tommy says these gems chose you and you ain't chose them. I don't believe that. I said whatever, but they bonded now. I'm like, you could have had any other fucking kids in detention and they could have bonded to these shits. They don't look attached to nothing. But whatever.
Right?
They all get their Morphus and they head on their way. Dino Thunder power up to transform. Yeah. He said say Dino Thunder and send them on their way. Tommy said, I got nothing to do with this fight right now. Y'all got the suits. I said Tommy had this shit set up like Zordon.
Yeah.
So
the team. Is a hot match. I'm like,
big time.
They looked at him like this bullshit.
Oh yeah, big time. Because what was it? The references that Power Rangers have made so far, they like Connor was laughing at Ethan about Power Rangers because they're only comic books. So apparently they're only comic related as far as people know. So,
again.
Yeah. So team pulls up on the Zords, but Zeltrex is there. But they decide to transform. I said the transformations go off. The suits are nice, and the theme, when they transform is bumping.
Yeah, I like the suits. I like the suit transform here. They're not bad.
Yeah, and then they're informed that the weapons in the belts pop out. We got the obligatory fighting suits to bust drone ass for sure.
Right, like it's clobbering time. Let's go.
Facts.
Zeltrex ain't like this. Zeltrex did not like this transformation at all. He was not a fan.
Oh no, not at all. Because
he's like, more Power Rangers.
Ethan and the team get caught up by Zeltrex. Like they was beating the Tyrannodrone's ass for a bit, but then they got caught up by Zeltrex, and he was like, "Yo, I don't care about no suits. I'll bust that ass real fast." Mm-hmm. So they sent them away, and then just like the classic, they combined their weapons for the Z-Rex blaster, and they blast them off, send that nigga way off flying.
That's crazy.
That blast hit him so hard that sent a big up. So Zeltrex went into his ship, and he started to go off on him.
Now, thinking about this, I'm trying to think, when was the last time they used a combined weapon?
Gotta be a minute.
Probably the Dino. Whew.
I mean, it looked like the way how they put the structure this one together. It looked like the classic.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm like, wow.
This is definitely the vibes coming off of this, especially now this was the second series for the Dino. This is definitely a throwback type season.
Right, so they were giving the hands and the feet.
Definitely
the hands and the feet.
Definitely. So the Morphers. So Tommy's explaining that the Morphers will tame each Zord, and they connect. They take shape with the color. They all talking to their Zords, trying to calm them down. Ethan with the Triceratops, right?
Yep.
And Kira with the is that a falcon or eagle? What she had?
It's not a falcon. It's not a falcon. So let's see.
Was it crane? I'm trying to remember what kind of bird that was.
Why is this slipping my head? Oh my goodness.
That was a bird of some kind, right?
Yeah, no, it's a bird. I'm just like, why is it slipping? This is completely slipping my mind.
Great connections. Which was yellow. Thunder.
Like, is it?
It is not saying specifically.
I know it's some kind of pterodactyl type bird. Ethan is definitely a Triceratops.
Yeah.
But do they have some specific names for them?
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to remember. I'm a Triceratops.
Okay, so that's what. Okay, so Connor's is the Tyrannosaurus.
Yeah.
Ethan's is the Triceratops. And why her name does not stick with me? Oh my goodness.
Kira?
Yes, I don't know why her name just doesn't stick. Kira is the Petrosaur.
Petra. Okay, there we go. Petra's that cool. All right, so she got that. So everybody kind of merged with their Zord after calming down. Connor's took a while because hard headed with the T-Rex. Also say John somewhere laughing.
I did it faster.
Facts. So they take the shape. They all merge with the Zords and combine the Megazord. Shit is sleek. They fight in the ship, and they show that nigga the what's up with the drill. He roll fight the power with that shit. So he sent the drills right through from the back, drilled through that shit and destroyed that shit. But I guess Zeltrax got out in time.
Of course, Zeltrax got out in time.
Yeah, so he gets sent off, and then they destroy the ship. So they got control of the Megazord, and they saved the day, and people are all happy and shit. So
yay, the Power Rangers won.
Yeah, we got Power Rangers back up in this shit. So the next scene we see is Mesogog using his mind control powers and shit like that, giving a big ass migraine to Elsa and Zeltrax as they he's like I don't fuck with losses, bro. He's showing he big boss. He don't fuck with that.
He's big, man. He's like, I do not accept failure.
No failure. So he was mind effing the hell out of them. So they was feeling the pain off of that.
Like Mesogog is like, no,
I don't fuck with that. So next scene we shift off. We got the Morphers. The Morphers turn into bracelets for the kids, and they can communicate. So they keep that on their arm. So they all set up with that. They curious. They trying to figure out Dr. Oliver out, but they don't know his history. I guess whatever comic book Ethan was looking at ain't say nothing about no green, no white, no Zeo red, no Turbo red, because I don't know what kind of Power Ranger comic book that this nigga been reading, but it ain't got no information on Tommy Oliver, which is confusing.
Nope.
Like, if he's removed from the history books, then I don't know what kind of comic you got, bro. This nigga got the Austin St. John Zahiro comic book.
Yeah, this shit is wild.
Shit. So told his game changer time, and now that they in it. So Mesogog coming after they ass, and they best to be ready.
Yeah, for real, because this is wild.
Yep, and that's how we end off the episode. Instrumental play again, and that's about it. So, you want to give your final impression first?
Boy, I was expecting more for the second episode.
Yeah, shit. I mean, shit went kind of a more basic route again.
Yeah, so It was okay, but it really didn't hook me to keep going.
Yeah,
It's
definitely kind of slow vibes on that. I said that the thing on Destiny is already irking me because I'm not gonna sit here and believe that these niggas was chosen. Like the only person who chose them was a goddamn professor. Like it's not like Tommy was adamant to go do this museum thing by himself, and the only reason he got stuck with this is because they got detention duty. Any other than 3 kids could have had that shit. You could have given them assignments to do the same shit. They could have fell down the sinkhole like anybody. It's not like the Gems was calling them to come to this place. Nah, bro, they was just being curious.
Yeah, for real, son.
So don't hit me with no Destiny bullshit. You sound like this nigga took tips from Zordon how to be on his bullshit, yo. This nigga the true Casper student.
Right? Yo.
Ain't no go say it's this nigga right here, apparently. Shit. And then this nigga built in shit like he Billy. He a combination of mad shit. He a combination of Casper and Alpha and Billy. This nigga said, I don't need nobody else.
This episode needed more Elsa.
Yeah. He needed more shade. He definitely needed more shade. But we saw the suits, we saw the powers, we saw the Megazord. You know, basic branding stuff. I said it's all right. Start to the team of 3. Still going, working with the brands and stuff. But I said overall continuing, I'd say it's a meh.
Right? It's a meh.
Yeah.
I say it's
for these starter episodes. If you're looking for the heat, this ain't the hottest one. I tell you that for sure.
Go watch SPDS, aka Space 12.
Well, I mean that's the next shifting up. So I guess we reviewed on that, and I can tell you more that's definitely more the first 2. Like they did the same concept within the DNA powers and shit like that. They did it better. They did it better. Yeah. So on that note, we gonna close the book on Dino Thunder right there, and for our preview on review next time, we doing a Shada Kurosake anime review. So we gonna diff finally into Afro Samurai episode 1 and 2.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's gonna be that the list is circulating, and I remember what we had on go for the next few weeks setup. So yeah, Afro Samurai is def on that next one.
All right. Afro Samurai, let's go.
Yep. So you can reach us. We got an email set up at blerdbynature@gmail.com. Facebook and Instagram at Blerd By Nature. Twitter at Blerd By Nature. Nature spelled Nature. Co-host, hit us with the YouTube.
You can find us on YouTube by searching Blerd By Nature Podcast.
Yep. And we're working on a couple of other social media projects and stuff like that. We see you, Sentai Fountain of Knowledge. We're going to be in here working on a couple of the mixes of stuff. And, media time around, so we looking at season 2 and some ideas to go forward and start working towards that extra stuff that we laid out in the beginning of 2022 as well, right?
Yes, we are.
All right. So you have any last notes before the outro?
Nah, I'm gonna just be petty like Elsa. You going to detention, co-host?
Shit, man, damn! I ain't even do nothing. In the words of Ethan, you can't legally prove that I had anything to do with that shit.
Like it's still going, and that's it.
Damn. Well, on that note, thanks for joining us today from Black Thought to Nerd Power. This is Nicholas, Mr. Go With The Flow.
And this is the man with the plan, Maurice, who is not in detention.
Damn. And this was another edition of the Blerd By Nature Podcast. And I'm in the damn detention.
My co-host is locked up. Until next time, everyone, thank you for listening.
Free the co-host. Peace.